Hello, and welcome to a vlog. This one is a more voiceover oriented vlog. And this vlog kind of covers the week before finals week and then the first 3 days of finals week because my finals actually ended on Wednesday. Again, because I was so busy, I decided it would be better to do more of a voiceover thing. And so I thought, first of all, this video is going to be a part of a hopefully more weekly series other than my monthly or other monthly videos, bi-monthly, whatever. Because I realized that I talked about this later. I actually had one part in the video of me talking, and I realized that I move on too fast for my projects for you guys to really connect with them, and that's just because of my workflow. So I'm hoping to have more weekly or bi-weekly videos to help kind of with that. So this is going to be part of Sophie's winter writing retreat. I will tag them in the description, and go subscribe. Literally my favorite author tuber. And so this is the first part, or I guess it's the prequel. I don't really know. I'm actually going to do another vlog for finals week after I finish my finals when I'm back home. That's the goal. Now this, if I'm not mistaken, the retreat ends at the end of January, which is when I actually go back to school. But I have a few different goals for this retreat, and the first and main goal is to get this stupid book published. I'm currently in the process of publishing the second book in my YA sci-fi fantasy duology, and the second book is named Unordinary. You will see me proofreading it throughout this video, and the book comes out on December 26th, so I just want to get it out of the way. I don't want to be my main project. I love it, but I really don't want to work on it. Guys, I'm so done. I've worked on it for years. But what I hope to be the main goal of the retreat is to finish a first draft of a book that I dearly call DR, or Dying Renegades. And if you have seen my other vlogs, which I highly recommend you do watch, because I made them, you see me talk about Dying Renegades in those videos. And this book has been like one of my most long-awaited whips that I wanted to work on. And so there's a brief interlude coming up, intermission, if you will. And after the intermission, I will be explaining what exactly Dying Renegades is. My other goals is to revise the first book of a trilogy and plot a trilogy. Now, welcome to the little intermission. The lighting is so bad. I'll keep this really short. I have not been talking in this vlog on purpose because I haven't felt like it. So this is, I'm sure voiceover me has explained. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for the lighting. I don't know why it's doing that on my phone. So I just want to say that it's currently Friday, and I have finished almost all my work. I have like one more thing left to do besides finals, and it's I'm almost done with it. I got good progress time today. I'm gonna go back on Sunday and finish it up. I'm worried about printing because it's a graphic design project, but I'm gonna ask. We're gonna figure it out together, okay? It's gonna be Sunday's problem. I'm gonna try to do some writing. I'm not really written today. I did proofreading. I did a bunch of homework. I made an entire Quizlet that took 20,000 years, and I don't know if I'm studying. So we're gonna write, and this is like the only camera vlog update you're gonna get, because this is a weird vlog because I'm just really busy right now. Okay, I'm sorry for bad lighting again, but you know how I said I was gonna only update you once? I'm a liar. Oh guys, she's a liar, because I realized I really hope voiceover like introduces this project that I'm working on right now. One thing I've noticed recently is that I think I move all my vlogs have been like finishing books. Like they've all been about different books because I move really fast. I don't care about finesse. I move really fast, guys. Like really. And it's just because of my workload and what I take on, and I know how to say this without making people feel bad. I just have a really fast, I don't know, I just have a really fast working pace. So like, you might be seeing me finish another book within like the next 2 vlogs, and I feel like I don't spend enough time on my projects for you to like learn about them, because number one, I've been doing like month-long vlogs. I think I want to try doing weekly vlogs, so that you can like actually delve into the project with me instead of just watching it happen. I think that's an issue, but I can't really do anything about it because it's also like my workflow. Anyway, so currently I'm writing a prequel to Natural, which is my trilogy. All 3 books have a vlog now, so you know, that's great. But this is a prequel, and it happens like 9 months before Natural, and this is like, there's a side group of people called the Elite. They're like superheroes in the cyberpunk part of Natural, and this camera angle is terrifying. This is slightly better, but it hurts. But I know the lighting is weird. I'm sorry, but like, this group of people, a lot of crap happens with them before Natural, but it's not like, you know what happened, but it's not like explicitly explained, because this has done spin-off called Renegades, which I'm currently working on, and we got 65,000 words into it, okay? And so in this book, the ending of this book is absolutely devastating. Natural picks up the pieces that this book left behind, and if you read An Ordinary, which is coming out next month, you're gonna see what I'm talking about with these 2 characters, and it's just like, right now, all this foreshadowing hurts me. And the thing is, you guys will also be able to see the foreshadowing because you know how it ends. You walk into this book knowing how it ends, and you watch it happen, and you can't do anything about it. So you can see my phone in the section of my glasses. So it's just like, hold on, I'm gonna spoil stuff because I don't care. Okay, so this entire paragraph. So we have Ezra. Ezra is a cyborg, and so one of his hands is metal, and so he's talking about how like he's like afraid of like hurting Alistair, basically. And so they're not partners. No, they are partners, but like not in a romantic way. I know they give off mixed. I know it's confusing, but like, don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. They're something. And so the thing he feared the most was leaving bruises along Alish's face spelled wrong. And this entire book, this is just like, that happens at the end of the book. If you don't know, the climax of this book is literally them fighting. Actually, it's just Ezra beating Alistair up. But it's just like, it's so painful because Ezra's arc in this book is genuinely, it hurts so much because it's a completely negative arc and it's completely toxic. I did manage to work in a more positive arc, so he has like 2 arcs. One is more positive, is the kind about how this book is really weird because it does a lot of really heavy things. It's new at all, okay, because it's really heavy, right? But one of Ezra's positive arcs I made, Ezra's the main character, okay? Here's him on the side. I'm scared to yap for too long because my roommate's gonna come in whenever she wants. So here's Ezra, and then this is Alistair. He's the other main character. He was the main in book 1, Crimson Stains, and Ezra's the main in book 2, so this book. And he has a toxic arc, a negative arc, which, by the way, it is, if you read Natural, and if you read An Ordinary, Aspen, the main character of An Ordinary, she and Ezra and Alistair, oh my gosh, the parallels for me. Alistair is he is Aspen's mentor, and then Ezra also helps sometimes, so like she knows both of them, right? Natural's a mess, guys. Natural hurts. It's so good though, it's so happy, but it's also so painful. Anyways, the point is that that's my natural poster. Yeah, so Aspen, okay, the Aspen and Ezra parallels. Aspen's arc in Natural parallels Ezra's arc in Renegades. So, you know, take that as you will. But Ezra's main arc is a negative arc, and I can't change it. Like, it has to be that way. In order for Natural to happen, and so it has to be negative, guys. And it really hurts. So I managed to get him a positive arc in accident. So his positive arc is him, kind of stepping out of like, he's it's kind of him like breaking the masculinity stereotype. Like he's actively breaking it. Of men being strong, like how we think men have to be strong. Like throughout the book, he's actively breaking that stereotype because he seems to be a very stereotypical man. No, he doesn't. He's such a perfect 10, but he's only that way with Alistair. I know how that sounds. Ezra is so good to Alistair. Anyway, so this book is actually we actually see a lot of Alistair being good to Ezra, like because he's older. Fun fact, he doesn't act like it. And so, we see a lot of protective Alistair. Why is mine? Never mind. It's just like it's sweet. It's great. Anyways, this scene's hurting me. I don't know what I'm talking about. This scene hurts. It's a good scene. They're about to go on this mission. Alistair's gonna go with Ezra because Alistair can and he will. And I'm gonna have a fight scene, and me and my friend called this 2 fight scenes. I love fight scenes. I learned that some people don't like fight scenes, and I think you guys are crazy. I'm sorry, fight scenes give me so much joy. And just action scenes in general. One of the fight scenes is what I call the gas station fight scene. It's so funny. But basically they fight. Not each other, they fight with the antagonist at a gas station, and also just drinks energy drinks the whole time because he really likes energy drinks because he has issues. It's great. Okay, I'm gonna lock in. I actually scripted this, but I didn't, so I'm just gonna wing it and see if this works. So basically, Dying Renegades is a spin-off to the trilogy I'm publishing, Natural. Specifically, it is a spin-off directly of An Ordinary, and it's a prequel that happens 9 months before An Ordinary. And it follows this team called the Elite, and they are a group of superheroes in a super futuristic cyberpunk world. Okay, and basically, this team is not what they seem. I can't really go into details because it kind of spoils An Ordinary, but they definitely are more villains in a way. It's kind of when you read Natural, they are represented as villains, even though they're superheroes. It's like political things. But when you read this series, this is the second book. The first book is CS. I had this on the blog. You realize that these guys aren't villains; they're just people, and this puts them in the more hero version mindset. I don't know. And so this book follows Ezra, or aka Renegade. He's not the leader of the team. The leader is actually Alistair Coulson, or Crimson Fighter, my beloved tortured man. And the book follows them as they deal with incredibly strong antagonists, but this group of antagonists called Illuminati, they're basically what the Elite was supposed to become. So it's not like they're better than the Elite because they've been fighting with the Elite for years, and the Elites always beat them. So the day comes that the Elite actually loses to Illuminati. Here's a picture of book groups on the screen on all my art, and this book is complicated because you really do if you read Natural first, which I'm assuming you will, you walk in knowing exactly how it's going to end, and so it's a terrible book, but it's so fun. There's so much action in it, and throughout the book, we do see Ezra go down a really toxic arc. I did give him a positive arc, talked about that earlier to help with it. But it deals with him and Alistair's relationship as it slowly breaks apart throughout the entire book while everything crumbles around them. And it's just the found family in this book, it goes through hell. Mainly Alistair and Ezra, they go through the most out of everybody. So, it's fun. It's probably one of my most angstiest books, but as I said earlier, it is pretty heavy and it is new adult, which is... As somebody who's always written YA, that is an experience. I will say it's not NA because of Spice. I do not write Spice. This is Spice Free. But there were other really heavy elements that we will not be talking about on YouTube. Okay, just trust me. I do not want to call this book entirely negative because there is a lot of good in it. And I'm discovering that as I write it. When I first plotted out this trilogy and I had like duology, sorry, no book. When I first plotted out this book and I had it like ready to go, I was nervous to start because it seemed like it would just be completely dark and depressing, and I really don't like completely gritty books, and so I was really worried that it would just be a super complete downhill of emotions, right? Then when I actually started writing it, I actually came to the realization that no, there's actually a lot of hope in this story. It is just buried. More so, there's more hope in part one than there is in part two. So I thought that was really interesting to see that me as a writer, I unconsciously worked in more hopeful aspects, such as giving Ezra a more positive arc by accident. I am a very hardcore plotter. The plot document for both this book and the first book is 40,000 words. But with that being said, there is definitely a part of me that is still a pantser, and I did start off writing as a pantser. And there's just moments like these when I like let the story take over that I realize, yeah, like I am a pantser. No, I'm not. But there is definitely a part of me that was putting in the more positive things, you know? And so I think that was pretty cool. I will leave that as that for the Dying Renegades. Yeah, we're gonna hear more of it soon in a future vlog, I am hoping, so. Let me know if you like this B-roll voiceover thing. I think it's very fun. It personally, B-roll is like my favorite part of vlogs. And so most of the YouTubers I follow, there's a 90% chance that they show a lot of B-roll. I just really like it, and so I hope to put more B-roll on my own vlogs, as it is something that I really like to see. Not that I don't like your yapping. I love the yapping of my fellow author-tubers. I just really like B-roll. So I tried. This is just a pure B-roll vlog, basically. But throughout this, by the point that we're in, this is actually Monday of finals week. After this clip, finals week will be no. After this clip, it'll be Tuesday of finals week. Monday was the most productive day I've had in a long time. I took 3 finals. Okay, I studied for 4 finals, and then I implemented 5 chapters worth of proofreading changes for my proofreading book on Ordinary, and then I proofread 5 more chapters, and I wrote 4,000 words. Well, I feel like I did more, but it was just a lot of workload in that one day, and I ended up playing Roblox because I can't help it. But that was a really good day Monday, and then Tuesday wasn't as productive. I didn't film much on Tuesday or Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, actually. Tuesday was kind of a reset day. I wrote 2,000 words, which is pretty solid, actually. And then I went to Starbucks, and that's what's happening right now. But Tuesday was like a reset, get ready to leave kind of day. And then Wednesday was the wake up early to pack. Actually, the fire alarm just went off at 6 a.m. this morning. And you will see that in a few clips, but that was great. And then I had to turn on my graphic design final, and then I booked it. So right now I'm currently back in my living room at home. My cat is on the couch. I'll put a picture on screen for you to see her. She's not that pretty, but I think she's gorgeous because, you know, she's my cat. So here's the fire part. Okay. After this video, I'm going to do a short, I don't know, I have an idea for my next vlog, but welcome to the winter writing retreat. I'm so happy to be a part of it this year. We will discuss this in more details later in my later vlogs. I'm gonna go ahead and sign out right now. Voice over Maddie is out. Happy holidays, guys. It's gonna be a good year. Winter? I don't know, bro.